All right, so let's just jump right in. Have you ever wondered what makes a character really stick with you? I mean, truly unforgettable? Well, today, we're going to tear apart one of the most fascinating characters out there, Gitsuko. And the big question we're trying to answer is, what is it about her? What's the secret sauce that makes her so unique?
Okay, first up, a quote from the woman herself. For men to see the why of life, one must bear a purpose beyond living and dying. Whoa, right? I mean, straight out of the gate, you know this isn't your average character. This is someone thinking about, well, everything. So just hold that thought. This is piece number one of the puzzle.
And then there's this. She's also a warrior who, get this, fuses her body with a zombified horse. Yeah, you heard me right. So you've got this deep, profound philosopher on one hand, and on the other, this absolute body horror nightmare. And that clash, that paradox right there, that's the hook. That's what makes you go, wait, what?
All right, section one, a philosophy of warningism. So, to even begin to understand what's going on with Ghittko, we have to start with the first layer, right? Her mind. Let's dig into this whole intellectual system she's built for herself.
So she has this personal philosophy, and she calls it warningism. And the basic idea is this. The world is just filled with signs, warnings. You know, everything from a wet paint sign to just like basic social cues. And for her, these aren't suggestions. Nope, they are pure cause and effect. If you touch the wet paint, you get paint on you. It's not bad luck, it's not random, it's just the logical, inevitable result of ignoring a known rule.
And this isn't just some vague idea, oh no. She has it broken down into four basic assumptions. You've got universal consequence, everything has a result, pervasive signifiers, there's always a warning sign, supremacy of inevitability, this is a big one, she believes some things are just fated to happen no matter what, and finally, the moral requirement of choice. At the end of the day, you still have to choose whether to listen to the warning or not. It's incredibly structured.
And if you thought that was structured, check this out. She has 10 personal maxims, like her own 10 commandments of warningism. Let's just look at a couple. Number 1, the only true blindness is the willful ignorance of the known premise. I mean, that's basically saying the only dumb move is ignoring what's right in front of your face. But then you get to number 5. The dream is exempt from warning. It is the wall of inevitability one must climb. So she's built an exception into her own superlogical system for something you're truly destined for. I mean, this is somebody who has thought through everything.
Okay, so we've got the hyper-rational, detail-obsessed philosopher, right? Got it. Now, let's do a complete 180 and look at the second and, frankly, terrifying part of who she is, the body horror warrior.
And her physical journey is, well, it's a wild ride. Just look at this timeline. She starts as this child in a cave. Okay. Then we see her post-cave. Then, bam, the horse fusion, the thing we talked about. After that, she gets a kind of post-epiphany human form back. And it all culminates in this scissor princess form. Every single step is a completely radical transformation. It's just insane.
And her powers? Oh man, her powers are straight up nightmare fuel. So she has this virus, right? And it turns people into zombie horses. She can then summon these things, control them. They're basically extensions of her own body. And here's the really creepy part. She shares their senses. So there is literally nowhere to hide. You can't escape her. Oh, and did I mention they can regenerate from puddles of blood? Yeah, it's a lot.
And just in case you thought, well, maybe she doesn't enjoy this, listen to this line from her. Perhaps its primitive base method would produce a greater scream. See? That's not just someone fighting, that's someone who is calmly, coolly analyzing the most efficient way to cause pain. It's the philosopher's brain applied to absolute brutality. Just terrifying.
Okay, recap. We have a brilliant, systematic philosopher, and we have a horrifying monster made of nightmares. That has to be it, right? You'd think that's the whole story. Nope. We're about to peel back one last layer, and honestly, this might be the weirdest one of all. Meet the socially awkward friend.
Okay, you're not going to believe this. For all her philosophical eloquence, she cannot speak informally, like at all. She tells these super deadpan jokes, but if you tell one, she just stares. She uses a vending machine for a wardrobe. It just spits out a random outfit for her every day. And my absolute favorite part, if she gets embarrassed, she just runs away. Not like dramatically, she just breaks into a casual jog and leaves. How weird is that?
And this little info card here just puts the cherry on top. What does this terrifying philosopher monster like to do in her spare time? World domination? Sacrificial rituals? Nope. Hot air balloons, making vending machines, which explains the wardrobe, I guess, and jazz music. Jazz! It's so normal. And it's that touch of just like regular, quirky humanity that makes the whole package even crazier.
So, the anatomy of uniqueness. Here's where we put it all together. What do we do with all this information? We've got three totally different, totally contradictory people jammed into one character. How on earth does that work?
And this is what we call the Ghittko Paradox. On one side, you have the eloquent philosopher, all logic and reason. On the other, the monstrous warrior, all violence and body horror. And then, somehow, wedged between them, is this quirky eccentric who likes jazz and runs away when she's embarrassed. These three things should cancel each other out, right? They shouldn't fit.
But that's the secret. That's the answer. Ghittko's uniqueness isn't any one of these things. It's not just that she's a philosopher or a monster or weird. It's the fact that she is somehow, masterfully, all three at once. The genius here is making these warring identities feel like they belong to one cohesive, totally unforgettable person. And that, my friends, is what brilliant character design is all about.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Pick your favorite character from anything, a book, a movie, a game, whatever, and ask yourself, what's their paradox? What's the beautiful central contradiction at their core that makes them stick with you? I bet you'll find one.